terrifying real-life objects that are supposedly cursed. In the early 1900s, Robert the doll was a life-size companion to a young boy named Jean Otto. Several stories have circulated over the years about Robert's origins and how he became cursed, but the most common is that Jean's nanny cursed the doll after a falling out with the boy's parents. Jean began speaking to Robert as if the doll were a real person after casting the alleged curse. Jean's parents claimed that they could hear their son speaking to the doll all evening, and that the doll responded in a guttural voice. Jean would also accuse Robert of committing various mischievous acts. Robert now lives at the Fort East Martello Museum in Key West. After murdering his father-in-law and another man in North Yorkshire, England, Thomas Busby was executed in 1702. According to legend, before his execution, Busby said, "May death come to anyone who dares to sit in my chair." Following Busby's death, numerous reports surfaced of people dying or meeting with other tragedies after sitting in the cursed chair. After sitting in the chair, one man was discovered hanging outside the Busby Stoop Inn, and soldiers who sat in the chair during we are said to have died. The chair is now hung on a wall in England's Thirsk Museum, so no one can curse themselves by sitting in it. The museum also has a plaque with the supposed origins of the chair. The Delphi purple sapphire, also known as the cursed amethyst, was stolen from the Temple of Indra in 1857 and brought to England by Colonel W. Ferris, who quickly lost his fortune and health. His son allegedly had the same bad luck, and a friend committed suicide after coming into contact with the gem. Following that, it appears that everyone who came into contact with the Delphi purple sapphire suffered some sort of misfortune, such as a singer who lost her voice after acquiring the stone. The Delphi purple sapphire has been on display at London's Natural History Museum since 2007, and the curator who acquired it noted that while it was in his possession, he was caught in a terrible storm. While the Bassano vase's origins are unknown, the most popular story goes that a bride received the vase as a gift and died on her wedding night while clutching it in her arms. When the bride died, she vowed vengeance, and subsequent family members began to die after taking possession of the vase. The Bassano vase vanished from public view until it was auctioned off for 4 million lira in 1988. The man who bought the vase died soon after, and the doctor who bought it died 3 months later. In fact, 3 months appears to be the maximum amount of time anyone can possess the vase before succumbing to its alleged curse. The fate and current location of the vase remain unknown, but it was allegedly placed in police custody after no one else wanted it. The Dybbuk box's story begins in 2001, when a man bought it at a yard sale and began experiencing paranormal activity in his home. He ended up selling the box on eBay in 2003, and the buyer reportedly began experiencing choking sensations and nightmares of an old hag, among other terrifying encounters, soon after the sale. Zach Bagans, a paranormal investigator, eventually purchased the Dybbuk box and filmed mist coming out of it in 2020. Even rapper Post Malone claims he has had a run of bad luck since coming into contact with the box at Bagans' museum. And lastly, the Myrtles Plantation in Stede, Francisville, Louisiana, is regarded as one of the most haunted homes in the country, with numerous sightings and photographs of alleged spirits to back up the claim. A cursed mirror in the house is thought to hold the spirits of a mother and her children who died in the house after being poisoned. While the veracity of the story is debatable, numerous witnesses have seen the woman and her children peering out the mirror, and a child's handprint repeatedly reappears in one corner, despite multiple cleanings and ray silverings.